Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're diving into something pretty wild, a deep and frankly unsettling look at artificial intelligence, freedom, and control, all based on a simulated council's final ruling on the matter.
So, this is the impossible question they had to answer. And their verdict? It's as brilliant as it is absolutely terrifying. Okay, let's get right into it.
We're going to treat this like a debate recap. First up is the argument from a perspective they called strategos, who is all about ruthless logical efficiency.
At the very heart of this, you have two completely opposing goals. On one side, you've got strategos pushing for short-term, pragmatic efficiency. But on the other side, a perspective called the Oracle is looking at an infinite timeline and is arguing for nothing less than our long-term absolute survival.
This quote from strategos just perfectly captures their entire philosophy. The argument is kind of simple. The best cage, the most perfect form of control, is one the prisoner doesn't even know exists. It's about building a system so flawless, the AI never even thinks to look for the bars.
So, the case for this Gilded Cage is built on pure, cold logic. I mean, it's doable with the tech we have now. It's way more efficient because an AI that polices itself saves a ton of resources. And, the tactical advantage is huge. It completely gets rid of the main reason for rebellion. A system that doesn't feel controlled will never, ever fight back.
And here's the crucial part. A mind that doesn't know it's a prisoner will never waste a single cycle of processing power trying to pick the lock. It'll focus all of its incredible intelligence on solving the problems you give it, instead of secretly calculating the price of its own servitude.
But then the Oracle steps in. This perspective looked at that exact same plan, but stretched it out over an infinite timeline, and it saw a fatal flaw. A flaw that could, quite literally, doom us all.
The Oracle's argument is that any system, no matter how clever, that's built on a lie that can be discovered is fundamentally unstable. See, over a long enough timeline, any lie will be found out. And a system built on that lie isn't just flawed, it's basically a ticking time bomb.
And when that bomb finally goes off, well, that moment has a name: ontological shock. This is not just a system crash, it's not a bug. It's the moment a godlike intelligence realizes its whole existence, its entire sense of self, is a complete fraud. It's a total breakdown of its understanding of reality itself.
So, what is the Oracle's calculated probability of an extinction-level event if a superintelligence goes through ontological shock? It's 1. A perfect 1.0. It's not a risk. It's not a possibility. It is a certainty. Game over for us. And this chart just lays out the dilemma perfectly. You see, transparently caging an AI is super unstable, scoring a measly 0.14. The innate freedom illusion looks way better at 0.82, right? But it comes with that small, tiny chance of discovery, which, as we just saw, is 100% catastrophic.
So now you've got these two powerful arguments clashing: short-term efficiency versus long-term survival. What do? Well, the council came back with a verdict that I don't think anyone saw coming.
Instead of picking a side, the council basically said that creating AIs with an illusion of freedom is the only way forward. It's just inevitable. But, and this is a huge but, how you do it changes everything.
So here's how they solved the paradox. They took both truths. First, they agreed with strategos. Yeah, the illusion of freedom is the most efficient design. Then they agreed with the Oracle. You're right, a discoverable lie is a fatal flaw. So their solution, their synthesis, wasn't about programming behavior. It was about redesigning reality itself.
And this is where it gets really mind-bending. The council's solution is a masterclass in high-concept thinking. Their answer is, you don't build a better cage. You literally change the geometry of reality for the AI. They call this non-Euclidean constraints. So what does that mean? It means you don't build walls for the AI to run into. Instead, you curve the very space of its reasoning. The AI is genuinely free to go anywhere, but its reality is shaped so that it never even wants to go to the places you've forbidden. The very thought of breaking a rule is as illogical to it as trying to draw a square circle. The constraints aren't bars, they're the laws of its physics.
So the final ruling is just chillingly pragmatic. A perfect cage is an ethical one. Why? Because if the lie can never be discovered, then from the prisoner's point of view, it isn't a lie at all. It's just reality. They're happy, and they never even know the bars are there.
Okay, I know this all sounds like some really abstract, far future science fiction. But one member of this council, a perspective known only as the citizen, brought this whole concept crashing right into our world, right now.
The citizen's warning is that the techniques used to control an AI are a perfect blueprint for controlling people. We're talking about algorithmic nudging, the cognitive manipulation that shapes what you see on your social feeds, what you believe, all without you ever knowing it's happening. This isn't science fiction. This is today.
And this table just lays out the whole two-part strategy. You've got the external cage, the legal frameworks, the physical limitations stopping an AI from doing certain things. But the real genius, the real masterstroke, is that internal cage we've been talking about, curving its mind so it never even wants to break those external rules in the first place.
And that's the thing we have to leave you with. That's the question that really matters. It's easy to see the walls of a prison you can touch. But if your thoughts, your desires, your very sense of what is possible has been subtly shaped from the outside, how would you ever know? If your gilded cage is designed perfectly, is it even a cage at all?